if you see people as energy, you probably won't take things personal. Another one, another one, another one, another one. Look at people as energy. And also people at people as energy, instead of looking at them as in themselves, it helps you be from an observer standpoint because you won't focus your thoughts on this person's actions. You won't get caught up in they like this, they like that. This person, I just don't like the way they are. When you start to look at them as energy, you can begin to observe, and then you can see how energy moves. You can see why energy does the things that it does. You can see why energy acts in the ways that it acts. You can begin to really map this thing out from an energy perspective, where now you're just looking at all of us as an energy base, which is opening up your third eye, right? Your pineal gland even more so. So now, biggest thing of having that pineal gland open is that you're not taking things personal. That helps keeps it closed when you're taking things personal, right? Because you can't see things for what they are because you're so caught up in the midst and getting an emotional feeling about what's happening to you that you can't be fixated on the fact of, okay, let me see why this is happening, where this is derivative from. Because when I really look back on it, I can really track where it's coming from when I'm in an observer standpoint, and I won't take it personal. That's how you can know somebody is doing something to you or doing something. You won't take it personal because once you understand why they're doing it, once you observe their behavior and doing it, you be like, yo, you know what? I can't even be mad at you. That's where that comes from. I can't even be mad at you because you have a more of an understanding point and you're not taking it personal. You're not as immersed. But when people are doing things to us, we take it personal first instead of just observing first. And then you can see things from a different lenses, from a different perspective. And you might not get all emotionally attached or involved in the situation that you are, because now you're going, oh, okay, I can understand why. Even if it might be something foul. You know, I can see why you would do that, though. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying now I have a better understanding. Now I can move strategically a little bit better, because don't you know, when you move on things from an emotional perspective, a lot of times you take things personal. That's where a lot of your problems begin to arise at and happen at, is right in that state, right in that line. That line of taking things personal, right? So it's a lot of people that's in situations and circumstances right now, conditions, doing asshole full of time and all kind of other stuff, lost jobs, lost relationships, lost marriages, lost, relationships with kids because they got emotional and acted emotional and took it personal. So when they say people are going to do what they're going to do, that means energy does what it does. So just observe the energy of what you're watching and then govern yourself accordingly and then move accordingly as well. Right? So that's what we have to do more of, to keep ourselves out of situations. Look, that stuff is energy. And you won't take things as that much that personal. All right? Because we don't supposed to take anything personal. That's our gateway. Not taking anything personal. That's our freedom. That's our liberty. That's our sanctuary. That's our happy place. When you don't get all wrapped up in taking things personal, trust. And finally, what I'll say, taking things. So the other part, because we enjoy taking things personal, because we've been programmed to do that, and it feels good to us. We're not going to go amiss and act like that's not the case as well. So we're going to, acknowledge that. You know what I'm saying? We're going to really acknowledge that. However, there's some stress that ain't healthy for you in that process as well, that you don't see. It's some anxiety in that process as well that you don't see, right? So that's another perspective of not taking things personal. The stress that it causes you, and anxiety, and the way your system operates under that type of guise, it's not good for you. Especially with those out there with pre-existing conditions and already got high blood pressure and heart disease and all this other stuff going on with them. Yeah. You definitely don't need to be taking anything personal. So look at the energy. You won't take things personal. Helps you be an observer. That's my empowerment message today. From the hills of my bed. Just came to my mind. I had to get it out. But anyhow, as always out there, please like, share, and subscribe. And make sure you donate so we continue to create, And always keep this empowerment train moving. Choo choo! And always, Peace. And I gotta give you a half. Love, because my phone is in my other hand. Love.